What do politicians and lawyers and judges have to do with our lives? We eat breakfast, go to work or school, come home to our kids, our partner or roommate, our pets, and then we relax with a TV show or some music or a pastime. Politicians and lawyers and judges have little to do with our lives, right?
Wrong. I'm going to say something they don't teach us in school. Here goes. The rule of law is the invisible oxygen that sustains American life. It is the underpinning of our democracy, of our economy, of the freedoms of our everyday lives. America as we know it will disappear without the presence of the rule of law. This is so damn important, and we want you to think about our country in a slightly different way.
When Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin and all those founding fathers were putting together the U.S. Constitution, they had a lot on their mind, but nothing was more important to them than limiting the power of government so that it would serve the will of the people. The solution they worked out depended on there being 3 independent branches of government, each branch limited by the powers of the other 2 branches. Congress could pass laws, but the president could veto them. The president could appoint judges, but Congress had to approve each judge. Judges could decide cases, but had no army or police to enforce their rulings. The whole system was in a wobbly balance.
What's held the whole thing together for 250 years is the rule of law. Everyone, citizens and every part of government, follow the laws adopted by Congress and approved by the President. An independent and corruption-free judiciary makes the rulings interpreting the laws, and we, the people, as well as the other branches of government, accept the rulings, even if we disagree with them. That, in a nutshell, is the rule of law.
What happens if there is no rule of law? Contracts are not enforceable. The apartment or house you rent, there are no rules about safety, no way to enforce the rental agreement. The job you go to, there's no way to ensure your wages are paid, no safety rules that can be enforced at work, no unions, no job security, no protection against discrimination. Those pastimes you enjoy, music and entertainment, are limited to what the government wants you to hear. All social media is monitored, and you can be jailed for saying or sharing the wrong thing.
My family lived in Germany for hundreds of years. My grandfather even served in the German army during World War I. But when Hitler came to power, he took over the court system, turned it into his own enforcer, stripped it of independence, destroyed the rule of law. My father managed to escape. Many members of my family were not so lucky.
Can something so terrible happen here? It can. It is happening right now. Judges who rule against the current administration are called unhinged, crooked, and worse. Immigration judges who rule in favor of immigrants are fired. The government is arresting brown people and sending them to countries they have no connections with. A prison in El Salvador to hopelessness in the Sudan. If the government can get away with this, what will happen next?
Tyranny is just a word, but it means hopelessness and terror for those not in power. Democracy is just a word, but it means hopefulness and freedom for folks like you and us. The rule of law protects democracy and protects us against tyranny.
We have prepared a series of short posts setting out some real-life examples of the rule of law and the dangers we are facing.